Big investments happening in the home builder space. Let's talk about it on Today in. Hey, what's up, Dreammakers? We're back here today talking about more news of what's real, what's hype, and what you should actually be paying attention to out there in the mortgage and real estate industry. I've got Rich Jefferson here again with me to talk about some news that we found in apnews.com that Warren Buffett and his fund are making big investments, big moves into home building. And Rich, Warren Buffett has been invested in home building for a while now, but talk about what we're seeing in this article.
Yeah, well. First, I'm sorry we're not live and face to face like we were last week. That was nice.
That was nice, yeah.
But what's even nicer than that actually is having probably one of the world's greatest investors show a sign like this for the housing industry. You know, when no one will doubt Berkshire Hathaway. No shareholders of Berkshire Hathaway will ever doubt that company. And Warren Buffett has a proven track record of making a lot of incredible decisions that work out for everybody. And this is one of them. We talk about the kind of the housing crisis and where things are, and it's really just a shortage in housing, this is not new. It's right now, it's at its peak. Right? We talked last week about having only 495,000 listings for single family residents in the United States. That ticked up like 5,000 this week, but it's still very low. Well, where it's all going to happen is in new builds. I mean, right now, new builds are 30% of all listings. So that's going to likely stay the same even when rates improve and even when we see more existing homes hit the market. We're still going to need those new builds, and we're going to need them for the next 10 or 20 years. So this investment of $800,000 combined with a few different builders, D.R. Horton, Lennar, and others, but an $800 million investment into that space should make everybody happy.
So what happens here is that, it just gives them more operating cash. Is that right, Rich?
Yeah, that's it. It gives them the ability to grow faster. Right now, builders are... just imagine being a builder and you just went through the pandemic and lumber prices went up overnight, but yet they still had homes to sell. And now their new homes are going to be that much more expensive. And, so they went through that period and their confidence was pretty low. Well, now the builders, their confidence is high, but they're just not building enough at one time. They're just building, some of the smaller buildings or builders, they're building 5 to 10 homes at a time. And then some of your bigger ones, maybe they're not 300 and 400 at a time. Maybe they're only 100 at a time. This kind of capital infusion into that space will allow them to put more sticks in the ground faster.
It's been super interesting to watch the space over the past 3 years or so, especially during the pandemic. And we've just gone through so many swings where, man, we can't build these things fast enough. Man, we need to slow down because we're not sure what's going to happen. Raising prices on these spec builds, dropping prices and doing, all these incentives for people to buy. It's been a wild ride. And Rich, do you see that leveling out, not just with this investment, but just kind of the economy in general?
Over time it will. I mean, these builders are still having a hard time getting gas utilities connected to the homes. They're waiting, some of these new homes, they're waiting, 60, 90 days after completion just to get the gas connected. So there still are issues. Listen, I go to Lowe's and I compete with a home builder on buying a toilet for my home. This is how bad it is for them. They can't get stuff fast enough, even at the lower levels that they're building. So while this capital infusion is great and gives them the ability to get after it quicker and longer, they still struggling with some supply.
Yeah, Rich, I won't ask you how often you have to replace those toilets and how often you're competing with those builders. I'll let you keep that to yourself. But Rich, what's kind of the good news, the silver lining that we're talking about here moving forward that we're talking about with our people?
It's the confidence. It's the confidence in a man, Warren Buffett, to invest a lot of money into that space. He doesn't make bad decisions. So this just shows you this is the demand right now for housing. While it seems just relentless because we just don't have a lot of existing homes hitting the market due to this lock-in effect, Once rates start to come down, we're going to see more listings. The demand is so high, it's backlogged. So you've got new builds that'll come on with all this extra capital that'll, just promoting more new builds. So they're going to be there, plus existing listings. As a mortgage professional, I'm jacked. Like, the future looks great. And, if I'm a real estate agent, I'm looking forward to this as well. I'm in there shaking hands with every DR Horton sales rep and Lennar sales rep that I can meet. So this is all good news.
Definitely. We're in a kind of a present state where things just aren't working out well for us. There's so many things working against us. But if we're looking forward and we're talking about, man, these investments that are happening, if we're looking forward to saying like, hey, rates are pretty high right now, God hope that they, come down a point and a half over the next year and a half. And that opens up a incredible refinance opportunity for loan professionals. We're getting more inventory online that we're seeing, all those new home builds tick up month after month. And that is going to also relieve inventory for existing home sales. And so, we don't know, obviously, but, I'm just keep praying that, 2024 is going to be a perfect storm in the opposite direction. And we'll see one of those really good years in 2024, maybe 2025. So if you can hold on now, then you're going to be setting yourself up for really good success in the next couple of years. And another way to set yourself up for success is to be marketing yourself well now, so that when those opportunities come, you are connected with the right people to take hold of them. And so the way that we want to help you guys market yourself is a free resource that we have. Is 5 free ways to get ahead while things are down. So go check that out. It is on todayandmortgages.com/marketing. Again, that's todayandmortgages.com/marketing. So go check that out. It's completely free, and we want to help you guys. So Rich, how are we going to rate this article?
This is a 5-star, write-up. So this is great news. We love to see this happening. We love to see a Warren Buffett think this is the area he needs to be making investments in. That's all good stuff. And if you watch any of the new news, you've got some great analysts in the housing industry. Logan Mohtashami is saying we're at the peak for rates. Now, we may go up and down a few basis points for the next few months, but we're likely to see rates start to fall. Mm-hmm. Things fall a lot slower than they rise. So we're going to get into next year. The Mortgage Bankers Association, for us in the mortgage business, is anticipating more volume next year, and more volume the year after that, and more volume the year after that. So 2023 is almost behind us, which will be the worst year we've experienced. So here we go.
That's right. Things looking up in the future. Don't go buy your Ferrari yet, but definitely, hang in there, and we're going to get there. So Rich, thanks so much for joining us today. Thank you everyone out there for watching and listening. Hey, we appreciate all of you, and we'll see you next time on Today in Mortgages. Today in Mortgages is produced by Network Funding LP, which is an equal housing lender, NMLS 2297. The content of this program is meant to be a commentary on mortgage and real estate news, and any discussion of rates and or products should not be taken as an individual mortgage or home buying advice or pricing estimates. And any commentary on this show should not be considered a promise to make a loan. All applicants for a loan must qualify, and you should consult a professional regarding your individual loan scenarios for your financial situation. Visit our website at nflp.com/licenses for all state licensing and other legal information.